Hey everybody, welcome to week 3 of research, and I hope that you're settling into the class. You're getting a better sense of the work that we're doing. Now I know this week is a little more challenging, right, because you're dealing with data sets in the class and working within SPSS, and so you're learning a lot more about that program than maybe you even really wanted to. I don't know. Many of you are taking this class as a prereq towards many future research classes. So this is your foundation, and we'll make sure it's a good one. I wanted to share with you a little of my experience this last weekend while I was hosting the Association for Assessment and Research and Counseling Conference. We had educators from all over the United States and frankly all over the world, as many of the educators in our field are also international students who come to the United States to train in doctoral programs to be able to teach in master's programs. Or undergraduate programs, research, statistics, assessment, program evaluation, etc. During the course of this conference, we had a plenary speaker. The plenary speaker was a man named Dan Buchner. Dan is an innovator and an industrial designer, and he has a long history of working with research teams that have created some products that you're probably very, very well aware of. For example, when he and his team went to work with Moen bath products, it's been quite some time ago, there was pretty much one shower head, one faucet that you could purchase for your bathroom and one faucet for your kitchen, because those were sold only to contractors and not to consumers. This was back in the day before Home Depot and Lowe's, right? And he and his team actually worked on changing the design a little bit. So chances are, if you've ever taken a Moen shower or washed your hands in using a Moen sink faucet, that you have been touched by Dan Buchner in some way. He also was behind the development of the Swiffer, which is my favorite claim to his fame. I think that's fascinating, up to the point of his team getting involved. Procter & Gamble had never sold anything disposable. They only sold things like washing powder. They didn't sell mops that were intended to become obsolete. So very interesting. But he also worked with BMW, and BMW has a tagline of the ultimate driving experience. So part of what his team was tasked with was determining what that meant, really, and what would make it more so. So he and his team were in Germany with BMW owners and drivers on the Autobahn, and they conducted research. They didn't just ask people what makes this so great. They actually used a lot of biostatistical measures such as heart and blood pressure monitors and other monitors, EEGs and such, that would allow them to tap into what was really happening in the human experience going 140 miles an hour down the Autobahn. Now, that's one of my favorite things to do. I love to drive down the straight and narrow, no traffic. That is great fun. I have a small car that the top goes down, and I love the wind, and it just feels so wonderful, right? But that wasn't really what the research team discovered in terms of the ultimate driving experience. Yeah, people love that, absolutely, and they love driving their BMWs. But what they also discovered is in the course of driving, the thing that made people least enjoy their BMW, the least ultimate driving experience, was backing up or parking. Anything that engaged that level of space, backing up, not being able to see. And from those metrics, using both qualitative information from interviews and surveys, using biomedical, statistical data that quantifiably pointed to what made something better or worse, the research team was able to develop the backup camera that now we see in so many vehicles, if not all, that have been manufactured after a certain point in time. So I guess what I'm trying to say is research matters. It's not just about reading a boring abstract and a data analysis that maybe feels like it's a little thick and over your head. It matters. It fills a need, and it makes a difference. It can make a difference in the people that you care about's lives. So enjoy your time, enjoy the things you'll be reading, and I'll see you in the discussion about ethics this week, and I'll see you back here next week. Have a great week. Bye.